Welcome to my channel. This is Clarityempress, the Empress of Clarity, and I'm here today to do a collective energy reading for the fire signs, and that would be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Please remember to like, click, share, and subscribe to the channel. All your likes, your comments energetically boost the channel. What else did I want to tell y'all? I don't know. Said my prayers already, so let's get started. Spirit, what message would you like to give? Oh no, I don't want to start there. Do I? Oh, I'm going to start here. What would you like to tell my fire sign collective? Spirit, what do they need to know? What do they need to know? Guilt. I release any belief that no longer assists in my soul's growth. You know, holding on to guilt, shame, regret, all of those things are very counterproductive because it's like a fear. It's in a fear-based vibration. You feel guilty because you did something wrong, but you didn't maybe rectify it or it couldn't be rectified. So you kind of feel fearful of the situation. But this is past energy, so hopefully we're over that. Let's see what else we got. Spirit, tell me more. One at a time. Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. That is beautiful. Okay, so we look like we're getting over it. Tell me more. Okay. Death. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. Yes. Hey, that fool crossed the room. Hold on, y'all. Oh, purpose. Okay, fire signs. We got purpose. Purpose flew across the room. Now that's the challenge position or the lesson. So maybe you're learning who your purpose is or what your purpose is. I don't mean to say who, but what your purpose is. I don't know. And let's see. Imagination. Bottom of the deck, abundance. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so guilt was in the past energy. So there may be some things that you felt guilty for. I'm not gonna lie, you could have been putting guilt on somebody. You know, everybody's probably feeling guilty of that sometimes, right? Like in a sense that if you felt a victim in a situation, the guilt, you feel like the guilt belongs to somebody else. But we're going to take it how it resonates. And I feel like, okay, we're releasing guilt here, right? And then you have love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Love is the vibration we all want to be on, right? Love of yourself, love of life, gratitude, happiness, joy, contentment, peace, and harmony. You have death here. This isn't a hidden energy. So that's telling me I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. You're learning that you may have to release some things in order to bring some things in. If your hand is closed, you have to open it to receive some things, right? That means you got to let something go in order to receive. We got the purpose here. I know what I'm here to do. So maybe maybe some of you struggle with your purpose or have been learning what your purpose is. And we got imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspects of my mind rather. So, you know, I'm feeling the vibe that you have figured out your purpose, or you're starting to come across, or you're questioning what your purpose is. And you may have a plethora of things that involve your imagination about your purpose, right? Sometimes, you know, we don't have one purpose in this world or one purpose in this life, you know, or we have multiple opportunities to discover what our purpose is. It's not just one thing. Your purpose could be being a wife, being a husband, being a parent. Your purpose could be your mode of work, your career. You could have always meant to be, I don't know, a philanthropist or something like that. Or you could have always been meant to be someone who feeds the homeless or a social worker. Or you could always have been meant to be a artist, graphic design or, with the pen and paper or the paintbrush. You could be an actress. Or your purpose could just be serving, you know, serving people in your current profession. You could work in the medical field. You could be a nurse. You could be a doctor. You could be a teacher. You could be none of that. You could be an organizer, somebody that's at the job and knows how to organize structures. Our purposes come in all shapes and forms. There's not one better than the other because there's always a job to do. There's always room for everybody. And it says abundance. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire into this physical reality. So I feel like you are leaving behind that fear-based energy and moving into the vibration of love, learning how to release things, focus on your purpose and your imagination and your abundance. Oh, beautiful. That's a beautiful, beautiful spread. Like beautiful energy. So let's go to tarot. What other messages does Spirit have to say? Wow, somebody's name almost came out my mouth, which has nothing to do with this reading, which is real interesting because I don't know, it was on my mind, so that's interesting. All right, Spirit, give me a message regarding guilt. What is that for my fire signs? Oh yeah, look at that. Six of Swords. Six of Swords is moving on to calm waters, moving out of chaos and conflict, um, moving towards your purpose, really. Getting away from things that distract you, cause you chaos and conflict. The five of Swords comes between the Six of Swords. The Five of Swords is about ambition, high ambition, winning up winning by all costs. Fives are also change. Um, it's this one of the sneakier cards of the deck between the 5 and the 7 because it's about this. It'll take deceit sometimes to change something. Some people will be just as deceitful as they need to be just to get what they want. And maybe, if you've had that happen to you or if you've been a part of that yourself, you're moving away from that kind of energy. And maybe you feel guilty or the party that you're moving away from feels guilty for behaving that way with you. Nonetheless, you're still moving on. Tell me more, Spirit. One at a time. Thank you. Yep. You collective, my fire signs, okay, my flaming beings. You are vibrating in love. And I feel like your person or your situation was of the Five of Swords energy. But the song that comes to me right now is Beyonce, You Won't Break My Soul. I felt like by you moving into the vibration of love, whoever or whatever is not having access to you anymore because you've already started the process of moving on is feeling their own shame, their own guilt, and they don't know how to reel you back in. That's what I'm getting. They don't know how to make it work. Tell me about the death, Spirit. Oh, okay. So you planting seeds. You planted seeds. You decided to nourish and grow. Um, and you realize this is giving garden remedies, right? So when you go, well, put it this way, even if you don't do this, you do know, and you've probably heard of composting, right? We take the foods that we ate, and it has to be specific foods, like usually fruits and vegetables, maybe eggshells sometimes. But you can take the skins, the peels, the the sheddings from anything you've cut and ate, and you can put it in a compost pile. And that compost will feed and nourish your garden. And this is giving me that death and rebirth energy. Like you took things that nourished your body, and now you're using what's discarded to grow something else that can continue. So it's like a cycle of blessings. Like, okay, I ate, I nourished, and now I'm giving back to the soil that nourished me, right? So death and rebirth. Tell me more about purpose, spirit. This is good, fire. Oh, look at that. Your purpose. Oh my gosh. Your purpose is going to make you feel like you have a new lease on life. It's like the aha moment. It's like, I get chills when I think of this. Because sometimes we meet our purpose along the way, but we could be caught up in dealing with other things. So we put it to the side where we don't pay attention or focus that it's presenting itself. So we may not take advantage of that purpose at that time, right? But when we go through some things and we realize what we need to release, we start to unpack. We start to organize our thoughts. We start to realize what makes me happy. And your purpose is what's going to make you happy. What you came into this life to what you incarnated here to learn and grow from is what is going to make your heart sing. Tell me about imagination, spirit. Time. Justice. And bottom of the deck. What is that? The moon. Okay. So the moon is in reverse. And justice is in reverse. But I'm going to say this. With the moon being in reverse and abundance, this is like getting clearer in your emotions. The moon represents an emotional state. It also represents some mother energy, but it represents illusions, delusions, what clouds your vision. You know, emotions can really cloud your vision. You have to get into the swords energy, into your mind, and kind of just like detach from the emotional space in order to see clearly. And I feel like overall, that is what you're doing. The Justice card being in reverse, you may feel like you want revenge, or you feel somebody slowed you down or threw a monkey wrench in your plans. What this is telling me is keep your imagination to yourself right now. Launch your plans when you feel ready to launch your plans. Be careful who you share your vision and your dream from, because there may be people who feel guilty or who want to stop you from finding your purpose, or at least living your purpose out. You want to go ahead and just nip it in the bud. And I say this from experience that people I know who've gotten into situations where um, for example, I know somebody who went to school and they could have become a nurse, but they didn't take the test because their home life was very chaotic and the people in their life were trying to stop them from growing. And it worked. It worked to that degree. Now, maybe being a nurse wasn't meant for them. I don't know. You know, they're older now, and I don't know if they're going to pursue it. But I saw the stoppage. And, me personally, I wasn't even able to encourage them to go back. I tried. But it didn't work because it was an injustice that just never got resolved. But Spirit is saying you got to move past that. You got to get out of your feelings with this moon and reverse energy, because that's where your abundance is. Like, don't let somebody knowing your plans, knowing your thoughts stop you. Don't feed that to them, because then it'll become an injustice to you. It won't allow you to balance out your life. Sometimes we have to keep things close to our chest so that we can manifest them in our real time and on our time, not, with somebody laying the foundation of distraction for us. This person wants to distract you from love. This gives a lot of different energy, I will say. This person could be anybody in your life, fire sign. This could be um, starting from the root to the tutor. You know what I mean? Like they say, like this could be family members, this could be co-workers, this could be a boss, somebody jealous of your success. This could be a friend, this could be a lover. This could be anybody that wants to prevent you by giving you distractions. And when I say giving you distractions, this could mean somebody who always has some type of emergency to pop up when they know you're supposed to be somewhere, but you're the only one they call. When they probably could call other people, but instead of thinking things through, maybe it's a police matter, maybe it's a doctor matter, but it's not for you to fix, but they want you to be distracted. Meanwhile, you starting to realize, like, I've been investing in this and I need to let that go. I'm finding my purpose and it's making me feel good. Why? It's opening more questions to you to figure out your purpose and your direction. That's beautiful. All right. Let's get some of these angels and ancestors cards. One at a time, please. Let me do a quick shuffle. I shuffled already, but I like to shuffle again right before I pull. Spirit, give me a message for my collective. One at a time. Okay. Medicine garden, be open to healing information. Listen, I can't make it up. I brought up nurse, and this is the medicine guardian. So let's just say you wanted to go in the medical field in some way. You could be a medical assistant, a physician assistant, a doctor, a nurse, a medical administrator. Be open to healing information. If healing information means what school to go to get your degree, what company that's willing to hire you based on your experience, how to heal your body. You might even be an herbalist. I have an herbalist friend who over the years, everything she's taught me has worked for me and my family. So be open to that information because it could be changing your life. It really could. It says be open to healing information. Things, and it could be how to love you, how to put you first and love everything. Even if you love someone unconditionally, still how to put you first. That's important because you can't pour from an empty cup. And when you learn how to do that, and when you learn how to love yourself, you fill your cup up and then everybody can get the excess when you're able to give it. Tell me more, Spirit. Mountain, stand your ground. Yeah, this energy right here is a mountain. This energy right here is an obstacle at times. Not all times, but at times. And you have to compartmentalize that for yourself. You got to get out of your feelings. The moon energy is saying, and reverse is saying, you're getting out of your feelings about this person. You got to ask yourself, well, how else would you do it? How else will it get done if you couldn't call on them? Tell me more, Spirit. That way that you move the mountain and let them figure out their mountains and their hills. Stand your ground. No means no. Learn the word no. Fire signs. If you always doing, slow down, think about it, and learn the word no. Get comfortable with no. Don't feel guilty about saying no. Get comfortable with no. Tell me more, Spirit. Oops. Too many cards. Snake, shed the old skin. Another death and rebirth. As the snake shed its skin, it's able to grow, right? It's able to regenerate. It's able to, and that skin serves no purpose for them anymore, right? So they slither off and it decomposes. But you got to shed old skin. The old skin is people pleasing. In this respect, once you get comfortable with no, you shed that layer that will always keep you trapped in whatever everyone else needs and not your own. And if you think about it, when it says be open to healing information, when you deplete yourself, what do you have left? If there's no one here to replenish you, what do you have left? right? Magic guardian, unlock the magic within. The purpose. This is that purpose. This is that that new journey. Unlock the magic within. The magic within is you. She's holding that cup of magic right there. Wow. Tell me more, Spirit. Wow. Intent and create. Listen, imagination and intent and create. The high priest. Now, the high priest and priestess, and the tarot is about being quiet and manifesting. So this is like magician energy, because now you know what to manifest. And this is being quiet, keeping your ideas to yourself. I said it in a previous video, I'm not sure which one it was, but I talked about intellectual property and protecting your intellectual property. Some people will latch on to you because of how creative you are. What's the bottom of the deck? Retreat and recharge. Yeah, that's Hermit energy is gathering the thoughts, your thoughts, and learning how to proceed. You know what I mean? You retreat, you fill up your cup, you learn something from your experience, you process emotions and thoughts, and you make plans, and then you step forward. Then you step forward into your abundance. So this high priest is reminding you, fire signs, to be quiet. It's time to, this is also saying retreat and recharge. Just like I feel like you're sitting on a landmine of ideas that if anybody else knew that wanted to take advantage of that, they may not be able to do it like you. However, they may attempt it, or they may monkey wrench. They may become your mountain and get in your way. But Spirit is saying you're starting to resonate in the value of love, in the vibration of love. And then you're learning how to shed your old skin, death and rebirth. You're actually growing. You're actually investing into yourself. And then you have magic guardian. So you realize your purpose. You're ready to take the fool's journey and start again, right? It's still a little challenging because, this is a new beginning. So when we have new beginnings, we got to shed first, which Spirit put the death before the new, and then you can be free. The Fool card is about freeing yourself from the chains that bind you and starting fresh. And in here, attempt and create. Your imagination flows. Start writing it down in a private journal. Then you can start getting more direction on how to use your purpose. But abundance waits for you. Abundance is at your doorstep. You are starting to realize how limitless you are with this Fool card. You're starting to understand that your value, your worth it is valuable to others in multiple ways, not just monetarily, not just energetically. You're starting to realize the value. You're getting head over heart decisions now because you're getting out of your emotions. You're starting to understand you better with the Hermit card. Retreat and recharge. This is beautiful energy. Now I'm going to pull from the Sacred Spirit. All right, Spirit. Give me one card, Spirit, for my Fire Sign Collective. What is the message? And I'm going to read from this author because this author, the book, it's Sacred Spirit reading cards, and the author is Anna Stark. It's a really nice deck. Ascended Masters, create open communication. Let's see what they mean. Now, Ascended Masters, first, before I even read this, Ascended Masters gives me this energy here. Be open to healing information. It's like Spirit is saying, we've been giving you downloads, we've been giving you synchronicities, and we've also been sending sending ascended masters to you, right? Giving you people that come across your path that have the knowledge and wisdom that you need to make your step forward. It says create open communication with others. Listen objectively. Throughout time, human beings have looked to spiritual teachers, gurus, and philosophers for guidance and wisdom in their everyday lives. Regardless of religious background or affiliation, people gravitate toward those who have achieved levels of ascension on the physical plane. Philosophers, ascended masters, spiritual gurus, and leaders enable those seeking wisdom or higher states of well-being and consciousness to connect to something bigger than themselves in this dimensional experience. While there are many ascended masters across the realm of ascension, they are still on differing levels of ascension. This inner plane assists those seeking wisdom, connecting to specific energies such as light rays. When working with these frequencies or energies, be sure to always invoke or request the aspects that exist within 100% pure light frequencies. Ascended masters still exist with the dual polarity and still have specific purposes and functions related to earthly realms. Here go that word, purpose again. Right now, you're required to connect to higher wisdom previously shared with a collective purpose. Daily rituals and routines are essential to establish stability through decision-making processes. Hermit energy. Open your mind and vision to signs and symbols from the ascended master realm. That's what I was saying. Let me see. Many masters are associated with animals and symbols. Pay attention to art and imagery that you may feel emotionally or strongly connected to now as you're being guided divinely. Be consciously aware that the masters are working behind the scenes in your life to achieve a greater outcome. Karmic planning and your unique energetic blueprint requires certain learning experiences and events for you to grow and expand your soul and spirit into a new state of awareness. Wow. So everything I said culminated in this card. I'm floored. Wow. Well, I hope this was helpful. I hope that, you pay attention to the signs and synchronicities that Spirit is giving you. I feel like you're going to overcome those mountains. You're going to release things that no longer serve you, and you're going to grow. You're in a period of growth right now, growth and abundance. Truly are. And you're clearing your emotional space, you're clearing your head space, and you're getting more and more intentional, fire signs. So this is your reading. I hope that it was helpful to you. Please remember to like, click, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for coming to my reading. Peace.